to the value analysis, value engineering world. This is Eleanor Miles, the luckiest lady in all the world, because I have been the wife of Larry Miles. I have something I would like to share with the VAVE world, something that we all should be very proud of. I'm very grateful to General Electric for making this possible. They not only awarded Larry with the Coffin Award in 1950, but chose in 1984 to bring it into focus again. What a terrific job this man, their employee, Lawrence D. Miles, did when he started the value analysis value engineering system. They did a favor for all of us when they put it in chronological order. Exactly how it started, when it started, how it got out of GE, and I'm just truly grateful. We were invited to Epcot Center, where they had a meeting of 800 of their top technical people from all different divisions. In fact, we had the joy of meeting a young value engineer from Brazil, whom we had met a year or so prior in Brazil. And on a dinner meeting, Mr. Gary awarded Larry a plaque just spelling out all the beautiful things that Larry's technique has done, not only for his company, but for all the world. And the television camera that we are using to document this today was part of the award for Larry. Now I'm going to narrate this for you, and this story is told in the panel way because that is the way that their technical people changed ideas, because they had them there from many different divisions, and they each had their standard and their panel telling their story of what they were doing. And they chose this method of telling the value analysis story because I really never felt so old in my life. I don't think there was a one of these people that were over 35 years old. So naturally, they did not know the beginning of value analysis. So I shall narrate this for you. I think you can pretty much get the picture. It is in chronological order, and it starts out with the man and his idea. Value analysis, a philosophy implemented by the use of a specific set of techniques, a body of knowledge, and a group of learned skills. It is an organized, creative approach which has as its purpose the efficient identification of unnecessary cost, i.e. cost which provides neither quality nor use, nor appearance, nor customer features. L.D. Miles. That was Larry's own words. Larry Miles' assumptions. Most products include unnecessary costs. All customers want is function. Functions are either use or esteem. Cost can be assigned to functions. Anything new or novel accomplishes its function through a rearrangement of familiar things. This is Lawrence D. Miles, former manager of value services at General Electric Company, is the founder of value analysis, value engineering. He introduced it to the various departments of General Electric, the University of California, and a large number of professional societies, such as ASTME, ASME, SAM, and so forth, where it saved design engineers, manufacturing engineers, and purchasing agents untold millions of dollars of non-working costs. In recognition of this accomplishment, General Electric presented Mr. Miles with his Charles A. Coffin Award in 1950, given in memory of the company's first president. In 1958, Mr. Miles received the Navy Distinguished Public Service Award, and in 1961, he was elected president of the Society of American Value Engineers. Mr. Miles retired from General Electric in 1964. Now I'd like to digress from the panel for just a moment because I think it would be quite a privilege for you to see the Coffin Award that was given to Larry in 1950. And just a little human interest story. Larry Miles was the only one in purchasing to ever receive the Coffin Award, and his brother, Ned Miles, also an outstanding GE employee, received the Coffin Award also the same year. So there were two firsts there. The first that two brothers ever got it, and the first that anyone in the purchasing ever got it. Don't you like that little bit of interest? Now, on to how it began. This is all in chronological order. His idea, 1947, led to his concept and method, which motivated a corporate management commitment, 1948. Used World War II approaches to solving material and part shortages to develop better product cost reduction practices. Use function-based thinking, not part-based thinking. Harry Winnie, Vice President of Engineering, said, call it value analysis. Nick Duchesne, Vice President of Manufacturing, said, train 1,000 men a year. Number 2, Barnes B. Miles, founder of Value Analysis, Value Engineering. Historical highlights. 1948, Value Analysis Program established with Larry as manager, Value Services. 1948-52, $10 million benefit reported. And take note that that was 1948-52, not 1986. 1950, GE's Charles A. Coffin Award presented to Larry in recognition of his outstanding accomplishments through the establishment, organization, and development of a value analysis program, which has resulted in substantial cost reductions. 1952, first value analysis seminar, Schenectady, New York. 1952, first business department value analysis component, established at the Locomotive and Car Equipment Department, Erie, Pennsylvania. 1953, on-site seminars started. 1956, the 2,500th seminar trainee graduated. Now I shall jump to the bottom. 1950s, creative GE salespeople saw in value analysis a way to be of additional benefit to customers and thereby earn additional orders. 2 examples. The case of the little pen. The tiny pen held in Larry Miles' hand made news in the early days of value analysis. The part was used in quantity for telecom clock motors, in spite of strong evidence supporting its cost of 1/3 cents. Analysis work set its value at only 1/5 cent. Annual savings for telecom was $112,000. GE training of U.S. Navy personnel in VA techniques helped secure a $20 million ship propulsion turbine order and resulted in the Navy awarding its Distinguished Public Service Award to Larry. The Navy presentation. Value analysis was introduced to the Navy in 1953 when Larry Miles was invited to make a presentation to the Bureau of Ships. He is shown above with Rear Admiral Wilson D. Leggett, Chief of the Bureau. Results of the meeting was the establishment of the Navy's Value Engineering. A letter from the company Flint and Walling Manufacturing Company Pumps and Water Systems of Kendallville, Indiana. Mr. Richard R. Cole, President. The letter was to Mr. Ralph J. Cordner, President, General Electric Company, Schenectady. Dear Mr. Cordner, it is a far, far better thing you have done than has ever been done before. I do not wish to be enigmatical but to tell you how keenly we at Flint and Rolling appreciate the fine seminar that your Mr. Ed Bush and Mr. Paul Binder helped us hold on your sterling value analysis program. The sterling presentation was a stimulus to everyone that had the opportunity to participate therein. It was the spark of a new department that is functioning gratifyingly. Our appreciation is beyond words to express. With kindest personal regards, sincerely, Richard R. Holt. 3. International recognition of Miles' work. Japan. Miles Award given by Society of Japanese Value Engineers to companies and persons for outstanding VA work. This clipping is from the Japan Times newspaper of November 5, 1983. Value engineering said more popular in Japan. Lawrence V. Miles, founder of value engineering, said Friday that his method has been much more widely accepted in Japan than in the United States. The top management of Japanese companies has learned its value engineering, but he lamented in the United States this is not true. Value engineering, in short, is the method by which manufacturers are forced to focus on the function of their product and then to find creative approaches to restructuring production as to lower costs and improve quality. At a foreign press briefing in Tokyo, Mr. Miles begged his audience to pass on the good word to the U.S. executives. He argued that many American managers are too short-sighted and closed-minded to adopt the value engineering method. On the other hand, he said that the Japanese have met with success because they have educated employees at all levels in value engineering, rather than limiting it to a small number of experts. Akira Kodama of the Society of Japanese Value Engineers, which boasts almost 400 corporate members, pointed out that the method has been developed to a higher level in the United States, while it has enjoyed wider use in Japan. Nevertheless, Miles did manage to cite a few cases in which American firms have saved millions by using his method. Germany. Larry Miles awarded a Medal of Honor by the Association of German Engineers. Thank you, Mr. Miles, for this great gift you have given to the world of industry. Canada. McGill University includes value engineering in its curriculum and holds workshops for industry. His book has been translated into many languages. Value engineering today in General Electric. An evolutionary process in GE. Miles, value analysis, value engineering, value control, value planning, value management has led to corporate engineering and manufacturing's engineered producibility methodology. Value engineering techniques are part of the methodology. Emphasis is on quality with the accompanying cost benefits. Steps in the EP process targeted at productivity improvement through higher quality, higher reliability, lower costs. Product function analysis, all stemming out of operation of the total product cost system. Product selection, existing cost-based analysis, competitive product analysis, search for alternatives, evaluation of alternatives, selection of alternatives, recommendations, and reporting. There we have the beautiful story that General Electric told in front of this group of 800 young technical people. It was a very heartwarming evening that Mr. Gary was so gracious in honoring Larry. And fortunately, there were a few I shall use the term old-timers there who had worked with Larry, and they were very gratified to see Larry get a second award from General Electric. And I wish to add that General Electric has my great gratitude as well as Larry's, because of all the awards that Larry has had from all over the world. the one that meant the most to him was the recognition from General Electric. In his words, they are my team. So thank you for listening. Now, I have a little something while I have you a captive audience I want to share with you also. This medal around my neck is the Imperial Award that I went to Tokyo for last October. It is the first time that the award was ever given posthumously. And I am very happy to say that Larry knew he was going to get it. So we did have the satisfaction that he knew. I certainly wish he could have accepted it in person, but it was a very impressive ceremony. It was very dignified, and Mr. Murata of the Ministry of International Trade and Industry presented it to me, and after the ceremony, which was a very somber ceremony, very dignified, they said, "Now put it around your neck." Well, I was a little bit nonplussed. I didn't expect to ever put it around my neck, but they had a lot of fun putting it around my neck. And I said, "Well, I should not wear this." They said, "Of course you should wear that. The world must see that." Now, 2 days later, at another ceremony with the Society of Japanese Value Engineers, I was giving out the Miles Award that is given out annually. And there's a nice little ceremony of tea that you sit with all of the VIPs before you are on the stage. And this beloved person who had been there giving out the Miles Award in 1983 was the person to officiate again. And I felt very happy to see him. And he said, "Mrs. Miles, I understand that you got the Imperial Award for Larry yesterday." I said, "Yes." He says, "Where is it?" I said, "Oh, I have it right here." So I opened my bag and take out the beautiful case and present it to him like this. He says, "Why aren't you wearing it?" Well, then again, I stumbled. I didn't think that it was proper for me to wear it. And in his very marvelous style, he says, "Put it on." I said, "Yes, sir." So I gave out the Miles Awards wearing the Imperial Medal. Thank you for listening.